There's a man sitting next to me on the sofa, as you can see. And for those of you who have never seen this man before, this is my husband. This is John.
Hello.
Hello. This is John. If you follow my other channel and vlogs and stuff, you would have seen him in lots of the vlogs. But I know a lot of you guys over on this channel aren't subscribers on that channel, so you won't know who he is. So I finally bribed, coerced, managed to get him to get in front of the camera and talk about his journals, because in my vlogs and in previous videos and things I've often mentioned that John also journals and keeps journals, and a lot of you guys have kind of said that you'd be interested to find out more about Jons Journals, and because there's a lot of females in the journaling community, and there are some men as well, so some of you want to know more about journals, some of you want to see it from a male perspective, so you've agreed, haven't you, to
yes,
be involved.
Yep.
One thing you'll notice is John just lets me do all the talking. I talk a lot, you know that. So I thought, kind of like I did with the video, if you saw with Georgie, interviewed Georgie about her Filofax use, kind of just going to interview John a little bit more, because you were kind of a bit like, you didn't really know what to talk about, did you?
No.
And you,
no.
what?
What?
And you were kind of a bit like, what do people want to know? Because you kind of didn't really understand or know why people wanted to know. Mm. You're allowed to talk.
Ah.
You have to talk.
Okay. Hello.
Okay. I was happy about it, but please do chip in.
Okay, well I have nothing to say yet.
Okay. So, I'll just kind of crack on and ask you some questions and coerce some information out of him.
Okay.
So, how many journals have you got and do you keep?
Currently, 3. For different things. For
different things. And, okay, so do you want to kind of explain a little bit about what those 3 different things are for?
Yeah. I've got one for our camper van Zippy. Bit of a mix of where it's been, what we've done in it, work I've done on it, so I can remember what I've broken, and what I've had repaired, and how much I paid, and when I last put petrol in it, because we don't use it, sometimes I don't use it for months.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
As I say, when we bought the van came with a load of information, didn't it? Yeah. On like the previous owner had a load of information about the van and the journeys that they'd been on it, hadn't it?
Yeah, all the old bills and what done to it, yeah. So
you just kind of, you kind of wanted to keep your own record and follow that.
Yeah.
And follow that on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and then another one I've got is our holidays, and apart from, I stopped doing it for some reason for about 4 years, but other than that, it's got all our holidays in, and just where we've been and what we did most days. Terribly exciting things like the weather and what we have for dinner and that sort of stuff. And then this one I just keep, sometimes just a normal sort of journal, what we've been up to. If it's not a holiday and it's not in the van, then it's a miscellaneous.
So for a while, like, we both read the Gretchen Rubin Happiness Project, didn't we? And in that she talks about keeping like a gratitude journal and just journaling for a few, like a sentence a day.
Yep.
You did start doing that. Are you still doing that?
On and off, yeah. Yeah, this year I've done pretty much every day. Just a few bits.
There are a few days you've missed, aren't there?
Yeah, the last couple of days I've missed. Other than that, I've done it, I think.
When and where do you journal?
That one, my normal journal, is just at night in bed. Just the last sort of little sentence before we go to bed. And the others are just whenever, like I take the holiday one on holiday with us, so I can write in it. And the van one is normally whenever just stuff gets done.
So the van one, because obviously there's an overlap there, because you've got the holiday journal for when we go on holiday,
Yeah.
but we do sometimes go away in the van on holiday, so there's an overlap.
Falls apart. Yeah.
So what do? Do you kind of like, you know, you write in the holiday and then do you just mention it in the other journal?
I write in the holiday one where we've been and the day-to-day stuff, so what we've been up to, and then I write in the van one how many times we broke down, where it got fixed, how many miles we've done, and sort of, you know, bits more about what the van's doing. So if I put oil in it, if I, you know, if anything fell off, stopped a major train line, that kind of thing.
Which incidentally it did once.
Yeah.
When we went on holiday to Norfolk, a hubcap fell off the van as we were going over a train crossing, and it went down the train line and got stuck, and we had to call the the transport agents, National Rail, out to come and move it. So there. That was interesting.
Yeah, so that's more technical stuff, and then the holiday one's the sort of what we actually did.
And so why your like main everyday journal? Why do you journal last thing at night in bed? Is there a reason for that?
Just to me, it's not like emotions. It's not like, you know, your kind of stuff. It's.
How do you know? Because our journals are both confidential. Like you see the artwork a lot that's in my journals, because they're like, I'm either arting on the sofa or it's just out. But like journaling, you don't always see. So how do you know it's just emotions?
Guessing.
Ah.
I don't know. You might write down when you last filled up with petrol. I don't know.
I do record keep, as in like I record important events. So yeah, I don't read Jons Journals. So the content of Jons Journals are personal. I do read the holiday one, because sometimes you ask me to contribute.
Yeah, you write it as well sometimes.
Yeah, because John says, is there anything you want to contribute to the holiday journal, don't you?
Yeah.
So, but I don't read your everyday journal. That's private. I respect John's privacy. I don't expect him to read my journal, so I don't read his journals. But yeah, it was just kind of like, so why do you...
Well, mine's got stuff like dates in it, so like when we've got animals, guinea pigs, rabbits, when they've been ill, you know, if we've been ill, whatever, you know, sort of day to day, have we done anything interesting, gone out somewhere? Just so when you think back and think you can't, you know, when we did stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I can flick back through.
It's quite interesting to look back on and think, oh God, do you remember when we did that? And like, you know, that's quite interesting, isn't it? No, I just wondered why, you know, was there a reason why you do it in bed? Is it because you do some I'm grateful today for this, or is it because you're just, you know, most relaxed and you know, most open?
So no, it's sort of, it's not really like thoughts and things. It's just
there's no rhyme or reason. It's just because that's your routine.
It's just where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because he keeps it by the side of the bed, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering whether it's because you were relaxed and it was a nice way to end the day, or it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Hey, dude, it's not that deep. So yeah, so you don't. It's not a place where you process emotions and feelings and things. It's literally to record factual stuff about your life, my life, our life.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, just what we've been up to, really. Yeah.
Cool. So what made you start journaling in the first place?
Holiday. I think I started the holiday one first.
Yeah.
And that was just, I don't know, I did that right from our first holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what made you do that?
I don't know. I guess, I was young, crazy.
Yeah, when was our first holiday?
1998.
1998.
September 98. Yeah. I don't know, we must have...
I just wondered what made you suddenly think, oh yeah, I want to start recording our holidays.
Yeah, I don't know, some crazy idea. And then the van one was, as you said, like, it was just how I fix stuff, because I forget what I've done when I put petrol in it and oil in it and all that sort of stuff, because that's useful. When I look back and how many MOTs it's failed.
Positivity. Yeah. How many when we've broken down.
And the amazing achievement when it actually passes one.
And you're like your daily journal.
When did I start that?
When did you start it?
2009, so quite a lot later.
2009?
Yeah. So
is there an entry there that would prompt you to think why you started it?
Well, New Year's Day.
Mm.
So, yeah, it must have been some sort of...
epiphany. I'm going to do a journal this year.
Yeah.
So you don't really know what made you start journaling?
No, I must have just... Perhaps I read something that year or something.
Yeah, made you kind of... Yeah. Made you start. So, do you enjoy journaling?
Well, it's useful. Mine's more useful than...
Yeah.
Because it's facts and... to look back on. It's good, really good to look back on.
Yeah.
Where we've been on holiday and we can see we've been places too many times. Yeah.
Yeah. So would you recommend it as a style of journaling? And if you did recommend it, what advice would you give to people who are looking at starting that sort of journaling? You know, what's the importance of keeping a factual journal?
Well, I mean, the car one's very good because it's, you know, especially for someone who doesn't know anything about cars, you know, mechanics, it's good to look back and I've written notes on how I fix things because I don't do it often enough to remember. Holiday one's good because we kind of forget where we've been and you know what we did. That's kind of good. Goes along with our yearbooks and things, our photos. And the other one, yeah, it's kind of good for looking back when we've had animals. You know, we keep looking back at dates and things, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's useful.
So is there any advice to people who would want to keep a factual journal? I mean, because you don't write reams and reams, do you? You're not you don't sort of write the day in verbatim. You just kind of...
No, it's just sort of key points and things I want to remember.
Is it bullet points?
No, just a sentence really. Just
a couple of sentences.
Yeah.
So just kind of keep it concise and...
Yeah.
Otherwise it would just take up... Because I think a lot of people sort of want to journal or like the idea of journaling, but worry that it's very time consuming and takes up a lot of time. And like for me, a lot of the time if we're on the sofa and we're watching TV, I'll often have my journal and I'll be writing or doodling, so I'm kind of doing two things at once.
Yeah.
So...
Well, we kind of do that with the holiday one, don't we, when we're away?
Yeah. Yeah, because if we're camping, there's never any telly anyway, is there? No. It's like by candlelight writing down and stuff. But yeah, you really literally don't spend long at all, do you?
No.
I mean, when I'm in the other room taking my makeup off, you're in bed writing. You're writing in your journal, and by the time I come in the bedroom, you're normally finished journaling, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I think the key point is like a lot of people can include journaling in their lives, and it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like you can take as long over it as you want to, can't you? If you love to write and want to write reads.
Yeah, and some of it's got longer bits. But I mean, the holidays are generally like half a page a day or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably because we do more, it's more interesting.
Yeah. I mean, some of them are quite long. But yeah.
Cool. So, as you were saying, like, my journals tend to be quite ornate or decorated and things. You've got quite plain.
I've got very exciting, plain, just lined books.
Is there a reason for that?
I don't know. I guess we just picked up a cheap book.
No, to be honest with you, they look like books you've stolen from work.
I don't know where these came from. I don't know. I've no idea. I mean, that one would have been ours before. Yeah.
I was joking. I was joking, but they look like quite...
They do, yeah.
They look like busy.
They're officey books, aren't they?
Yeah. But that kind of suits you, doesn't it?
I don't need... There's not really drawings in them or anything. There's the odd map, but...
The reason I say that is because there's sometimes... Like, I mean, I know I do. I feel like an attachment to my journal, and I like... I'm very tactile, and I like to, like if it's got a decorative cover, it makes me want to use it more, and I'm quite tactile with it, and I just want, and some people feel more motivated by the paper, I'm talking like I'm a journal nerd, and there are lots of self-professed journal nerds out there, and there's things like the paper type is, like a really smooth paper, or, you don't want paper if you're going to be writing with fountain pen that will bleed through, that kind of thing. So for a lot of journal nerds, it's very important the type of journal and the type of paper, but you don't
No.
You don't feel that.
Mine's just biro on lined paper. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. And you're not like, oh, I really want a nice leather.
Well, I mean, looking back, I probably could have done for the van. Yeah, it would have been nice to keep. And we've got folders of receipts and all that sort of stuff that are, and they've got sort of stickers and pictures on and things. But yeah, I'm not really bothered because they're just, when they're full, they'll just go in the cupboard and what have you.
So, if for Christmas one year, if I was to buy you a really nice leather journal, would you, or something like that, would you like that, or would you be like not really that bothered, or?
I wouldn't go out and spend
you wouldn't
on
spend,
myself.
Yeah, you wouldn't spend the money.
But
on
if
it,
I
would
had
you?
one, I would. Yeah.
But
I've already got these, you know. I mean, I don't know.
It wouldn't enhance your journaling.
No, not particularly. No.
But like when that's so, if I was to say, if I was to go out for your birthday and I was to buy you a really beautiful, manly leather journal, would you drop those journals instantly and start working in that journal, using that journal? Or would you, you know, are you a completer finisher? Have you got to get to the end of that journal and finish that before you can move on?
I don't have to, but I probably would. So I'm like, don't waste it, because otherwise you'd read half of that one and then be like, well, I've got to go to another one.
See, my journals are like that. I've got journals that have like, sometimes I've jumped around all over the place with journals, and if I leave my journals for future generations, they're going to have a right job to kind of go, you know, across from different journals. But no, you're
yeah.
So yeah, you just like to finish it and make sure it's all neat and tidy.
Oh yeah, especially, I mean, the van and the holidays is like a, you know, you sort of want it in chronological order, don't you? So you don't want to have to get halfway through one book and then start another.
And your journals are all writing, aren't they? They're not. You don't art journal in them. You're not.
No, not art. But
he doesn't doodle, do you?
Well, I mean, the holidays. There's like when we went to the Lake District. There's sort of a map to a waterfall somewhere that we can never remember where it is. I drew that, and yeah, if we've been on a walk or something, I might sort of draw little maps. But yeah, not art.
Hiccups. Yeah, you just kind of, what's that stuff? I thought I saw something stuck in there then. What was it?
That was your drawing.
Oh, was it? Did I draw in it? Was it a holiday? Was it a holiday?
That's the holiday one, yeah. I mean,
okay.
There's bits of receipts and there's a map of a holiday place and... Yeah. So there's bits and pieces in there, our Sudoku scores and...
Sudoku? No, isn't it?
No, Uno.
Uno, yeah. The card game scores, yeah. Okay, so I guess kind of the last thing is, what's the future of journaling for you?
Carry on with these. I started doing one for the garden of what we planted and where we're going to go with our veg patch and things. I've lost that, so I'll have to start that again.
Yeah, it's bizarre. We have absolutely no idea where it's gone.
So yeah, I want to do one for the garden so I can remember what things are and when we planted things. And I don't know, there's loads I could do. There's things like the house, what we've done to the house, and.
Or would that come under general journal, or would you do a separate journal for just house
could be
stuff?
Couldn't it? I don't know. Gets a bit crazy then, eh?
Well, that's what I was going to just suddenly say. Is then does that become too many journals, and do you spend more time trying to manage your journals rather than just?
Yeah, I mean, I should start one for the beetle, really. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Do you spend more time trying to? Does it become more of a chore rather than an enjoyment to journal if you've got all these journals that you're trying to?
Well, no. For most of them, no, because they're for a thing. They're for a car or for a holiday or for...
Yeah.
So it's not like
you're not
yours
using them every day.
Yeah, it's not yours that are like sort of haven't got a purpose. They're just stuff.
How dare you!
They're just stuff. Whereas mine are like...
How dare you! You're devaluing my journaling. Mine do have a purpose.
Yes, but you know, not like they're not tied to a physical thing.
Like what?
Like a car.
No.
Or a holiday, or a...
I was like, I don't know why I just went like that, but I did. No. Yeah, nice. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add about your journals, or?
No.
No. No, I can't think. Nothing else.
Facts?
Nothing else you want to impart?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's anything think that's some...
It's a sticker.
There's a sticker.
I've stuck a bath bomb sticker.
Sticker in my book, yeah.
That's the holiday book, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, did I have a nice relaxing bath and I stuck the bath bomb sticker in? I think I did.
Just graffitied all over it, yeah.
Yeah. See, we journal very differently. When John gives me the holiday journal and asks me to contribute to it, I have a very different journaling style, usually accompanied by some crazy font writing and some doodling and that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
And John's like, oh my god, because it doesn't fit in your compact, tidy lines of... We're quite different, aren't we? Because I've got a creative mind and you've got quite an analytical...
Yeah, I'll let off that. Yeah.
You have, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a very analytical mind and I've got a crazy, arty, jumbled up mess of a mind.
Yeah.
And so you journal in the way that fits your mind, which is just writing and documented, and I journal in a way that suits my mess of a mind.
Fair.
Yeah. Cool. Well, there you go. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed learning a bit more about John and his journals, the way he journals and how it fits into his life and our life. And if there's anything that we didn't cover, because obviously I know quite a lot about Jons Journals and it's difficult to interview someone when you know them so well. So if there's anything that I didn't cover and you'd like to know, then leave a comment in the description, you know, the comments bit below, and you'd be very happy to answer them. Either you'd reply to comments or you'd do another video in response to that. Yeah. So if there's anything that we didn't cover and you'd like to learn about John or Jons Journals, then just leave him a comment and he'll get back to you. Yeah, you can tell we've been together a while. We're just like, whatever. Cool beans. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.